Anna's very kindly also going to read the paper for Glen Forbes, who can't be with us unfortunately. Glen is the co-founder of OCEANUSLive. So the paper from Glen is Maritime Communications Issues. Glen and Anna have worked together, which is why they're a natural link there, and I've asked Anna to read Glen's paper. Thank you, Anna.
Okay. Is the sound up on this now? It should be. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to start off with a video with Glen's. Right, I'm going to be reading this, so it might not be as spontaneous as before. Maritime communications and the growth of information systems, like most technologies, have changed vastly in the last 2 decades. It has revolutionised navigation, search and rescue, and the logistics supply chain, to name a few. It's enhanced the means of supporting international trade exponentially. Just as every consumer enjoys the benefits of fast, reliable business and personal communications, so too does the modern maritime community. With up to 95% of the world's trade going by sea, the enrichment of the consumers' lives was barely imaginable those 2 decades ago. Unfortunately, this is not the case for those plying that trade at sea. Everyone enjoys the ease of access to internet-based services, telephone and television, and all in between. So much so that even the UN has stated that internet access should be a human right. However, the seafaring community in the main lacks the fundamental freedom of access so many of us take for granted. There is a more relevant primacy to this disparity that is not immediately noticeable, namely the very technology that revolutionised the maritime communications has been trundling along at slow speed ahead, not in terms of innovation, such as satellite and GPS capability have shown, but in the more mundane aspect of information sharing, which is the foundation of enhanced security and safety of ships, ports and seafarers alike. Maritime communications and information supports the ability to develop and maintain maritime domain awareness, or MDA, an innocuous sounding term, but one which attempts to bring all elements that individually are a drain on resources, a failure to protect people, economy, assets, trade, environment and sovereignty in a single idea of a collaborative process. A transboundary communications capability is essential. Protection of a sovereign state waters and the EEZ are most important to its economic, political, environmental and security well-being. Whether a small island or continental state, maritime trade is the largest enabler, yet every state remains isolated in its approach in combating maritime crimes. Drug trafficking, human trafficking, illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing, weapons smuggling, environmental pollution, cargo theft, although armed robbery at sea and high sea piracy, still prevalent, has seen greater international focus and attention than almost all the other crimes put together. However, the losses due to these crimes far outweigh that of piracy-related crimes at sea, and I think Neil will be talking a little bit about that. Incredibly, piracy is the one area where transnational information sharing has improved beyond expectations. It has improved the ability to capture and prosecute the perpetrators of the crime. A similar approach is necessary to address the many other maritime criminal activities. To do so requires cooperation on an international scale, a trans-boundary solution, and not simply the national or bilateral level most commonly seen. Overcoming internal political division and targeting the maritime security, safety and environmental aspects will undoubtedly bring about more developed trade with the subsequent greater prosperity, alleviation of human suffering, reducing drug and gun running, and ultimately secure energy and fish resources, consequently promoting regional agreements and partnerships that have failed to materialise over time. Maritime communications is a key component in advancing information sharing systems in support of better understanding cooperation. It promises to engender a level of trust that is difficult to achieve without a common goal bolstered by mutually beneficial cooperation. If it can be done for anti-piracy, it can be done for the common good of maritime security, and subsequently bring about greater economic, environmental and even political stability. Thank you. And that's the website which I recommend that you look at.
Thank you very much.